Okay, everyone, so today we're going to create this beautiful leaf, which could be a placemat, could be a doily for any decoration that you might want to use, and also could be to put your hot plates on top. Now, this is a 4-ply cotton, 100% cotton thread, but you can use, if you want it to be thicker, away from whatever surface you're using to put your hot pots, pans, you can use the macrame thread, which is way thicker, so it gives you that space between the counter, your table, whatever the case may be, or just as decoration, right? I have a leaf crystal shape candy in my entrance hallway, with some candy spread. And I find this is perfect to put there. Also, a reminder, since, the 4th of July for many of you Americans, this is perfect if you want to create something in that concept and use the blue, the whites, and the red. Because I do have some leftover red, I'm going to create in red, so you can see. Also, white would be perfect for it. Okay, but I'll use the red so you can see how well it combines together. I want to thank every single one of you for being here and for subscribing and giving those thumbs up. It's extremely important. And I miss you all. I'm glad to be back home and back into my little haven space here to create these patterns. By the way, I am not the creator of this leaf. This has been around for quite some time. There's quite a few friends of mine on YouTube that have created already. It's an old pattern. Don't know who the official creator is, but it's been a long time that this has been around. And I think it's only now that my dear friends are coming out and putting these patterns out there on YouTube. Okay, so let's get started. So 100% cotton thread, 2.75 hook, a small scissor, and a small one to tuck in loose ends. And I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Okay, everyone, before we even get started, I'd like to thank so much Sally Croner. Thank you for your helping, blessing heart with thread. That was so kind of you, and Miss Maggie was very excited to receive it. She had messaged me, took a picture of the 4 rows that you sent her of the thread. Thank you so much. May God bless you 1,000 times back more. And for the women that also want to come through and help with women in need of thread, you can donate to my PayPal. I can ship the thread out to them. Or if you have over thread, sometimes we have a bunch of thread we don't even touch, use. Please feel free to communicate with me. You can ship it yourself to them. I have a few people around the world. Some could be just around the corner from your house. And you can drop it off or ship it to them from your own country. If I do have Miss Sally, she's in the U.S. And of course, I have a few people in the U.S. So it was very simple for her to ship out. God bless you. Thank you so much. So let's get started, everyone. So the first thing you want to do is that magic circle. I like to wrap it around my 2 fingers, almost like doing an X, like that. And bringing that string in, securing my thread, and doing a slip stitch. Coming back in, I'm going to do a single and 2 chain. This is my first double crochet. I'm going to continue to build double crochets inside of the circle, a total of 18 double crochets. Okay, that's including with my single and 2 chain. I'll meet you at the end. So I've done my 18 double crochet. I'm just going to close it, but I'm not going to pull too much in it. In case you have a hard time with the magic circle, you can do a 6 chain. So I'm going to come in my first double crochet that I've done and close it up with slip stitch. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3 for double crochet and 1, 2, 3 for space. So I have 6 double crochets. I'm going to skip the first one, coming in the second and doing double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Again, skip one into the next one and double crochet. We're going to do this all the way around the same way. We should have 9 double crochets with 3 chain between them. This is row 2. So I've completed my 9 double crochets. I'm going to come in the center of this 3 chain space, single and 2 chain, and I'm going to start building shells. F2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. I'm going to do 1 chain space coming into the next one, again 2 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 double crochet. So shells of 2 double crochet. And we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. This is row 3. Okay, everyone, so finish row 3. Now, from here on, we're always going to skip the first double crochet and the last double crochet. So I'm coming into the next double crochet with a single, 2 chain, coming inside of that 2 chain space and creating 2 double crochet. So we're starting our increases on these shells, 2 chain and 2 double crochet, 1 on top of the double crochet from the previous row, 1 chain space, skip the last and the first, and into the second double crochet, 2 inside of the 2 chain space, 2 chain, and again 2 more double crochet, and 1 on top. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way. This is row 4. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finish row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to repeat exactly the same thing. So I call it the walk into the next or the second double crochet. Remember, we're not working the first nor the last all the way to the end of the pattern. So I'm doing my first double crochet into the next stitch, double crochet, and 2 in the center of the 2 chains. So our increase now is with 4 double crochets. So we're going to keep adding 1 all the way until we finish the rows up. And so 4 on this side, 2 chain, and 4 on this side. That means 2 in the center and 1 per stitch. 1 chain, and again skip that last and the first. 4 double crochet, 2 chain, back in the center, 2 more, and 1 per stitch. I'll meet you at the end. This is row 5. Okay, everyone, so finish row 5, going into row 6, again doing the walk into the next double crochet, single, 2 chain, into the next stitch, double crochet, into the next one. So 3, 2 inside of the 2 chain space, 4 and 5. So we're increasing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 2, 1 chain, and again skip that first one, not working the last nor the beginning, and repeat again the 5 double crochets. Now we're going to do 2 more rows like this, until row 8. We are on row 6. This is so simple and fast to create. You guys will have fun with it. So we're going to do exactly as we've been doing for the next 2 rows until we hit row 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Repeat. Don't work the first, don't work the last. 1 chain space. And so we'll have, on the next row, we'll have 6. And then row 8, we'll have 7 double crochets. I'll meet you at the end of row 8. Actually, once you finish row 8, you have to cut your thread, because then we need to build again the leaf in a different direction. Okay, so I'll come back to you at the end of my row 8. Okay, everyone, I had said row 8, but it's not row 8, it's row 7. That's why it's always very important to look ahead of the video, no matter what video or what designer you're looking at. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, row 7. And on row 7, we have 6, 2, 4, 6 double crochets. Now I'm going to cut my thread. Tuck in my loose ends. Coming into the center here, I'm just going to cut a bit here because it's a little bit too long. So I have a smaller hook, and I'm just going to tuck it in between the stitches here. Now, I don't like to use a big hook because it pokes large holes. We want to keep things nice and tight. But sometimes it's a little bit harder with the smaller hook because you don't want to pull all the other threads, right? So you just go around a few times just to make sure that everything is tucked in. Okay. And also to remind you, you're supposed to have 9 motives. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 motives. Now we're only going to work 5 motives. So I was going to decrease now on the motives until we form that shape of leaf. So we're going to leave 2 out. I'm going to start here again, always skipping that first double crochet and not working the last double crochet. I'm going to push this to the back and onto the side here just to hide. So single 2 chain, you can do your 3 chain as you're used to doing your normal double crochet, 1 per stitch. So we're not changing anything, we're just decreasing now on 2 motives. Okay, so we're working only 5 motives. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double crochets, 2 chain, and continue to do your 7 double crochets as we've been working. So very simple. One chain, everything else stays the same. So we're going to work 5 motives. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not 5, sorry. We're going to work 7 motives. I don't know, where's my mind today? Seriously. I guess I'm still getting adapted after being away for a while. So we're going to leave, put it this way. It's going to make more sense this way. So we started here we're going to leave these 2 out. We're going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we're going to work 7 motives, okay? And we're going to do 1, 2, like 3 rows or so. But anyway, I'm going to be doing it with you. So if you want to put markers, go ahead. You're not working these 2 here on the center. And the rest stays the same. So we're going to work 7 motives all together. 5 motives is the next one. I was getting confused. I don't know why. Just happens, people, right? So still not working the first double crochet nor the last. I'll meet you at the end once I completed my 7 motives. Okay, everyone, so I've done the 7 motives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we leave these 2 out. So now we're going to turn around. We'll be working back and forth. We're still going to skip that first double crochet, so I'm going to come directly into the second. I'm going to do my single. You can do your slip stitch as you're used to doing. And I'm going to continue to create my double crochets and work all the way to the last motive. 2 inside of the 2 chain space. So we're continuing those increases, 2 chain, 2 more double crochet, and 1 per stitch. We don't work the last one. So simple as that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, row 9, and we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 double crochets, 1 chain space, and then continue on. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row. We're going to do 1 more row, so we're going to turn around to the front this time, do the walk. We're going to skip that first double crochet and just repeat everything again. So single, 2 chain, and then the double crochet over double crochet. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 2 chain, and then repeat the 9 on the other side. And then I'm cutting my thread after this and moving on to the next motives. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Go all the way to the end, cut your thread. So you should have 9 double crochets on each side, 1 chain space between them. Okay, everyone, so I've completed my 7 motives. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're only going to do 5 motives. So that we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means we're going to leave these 2 out. Still doing exactly the same thing as we've been doing. Make sure you are on the right side. So skipping that first double crochet. So I've done my single, my 2 chain. So that's my first double crochet. Trying to hide this little piece of thread here. Makes things easier. I don't have to go back to it. So repeating exactly the same thing. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 row. Okay, obviously from the big ones, not the small ones, right? Chain 2. So you should have 11 on one side and 11 on the other side. Not doing the first double crochet nor the last double crochet on the motifs. Okay, chain 1 and then just repeat your 11 double crochets for the 5 motifs. Okay, so we're not working the first motif here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're not working the last one. I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so I've completed the 5 motifs, and I had made a mistake saying you should have 11 on one side, 11 on the other. No, we are on row 11. We're to have 10 double crochets. So going into row 12 again, skipping that first double crochet, doing my single, my 2 chain. So we're just going to repeat again. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now we're to have 11 because we are in row 12. And then just continue the same way. 1 double crochet per stitch. Just want to remind everyone that I do have videos that are right-handed and left-handed. I keep forgetting to mention that at the beginning of the video. So for all you lefties, okay. So we're going to continue that. Let's see how many rows I've done here. So just this row. And then I'm cutting my thread and going into the next motif. So only 2 rows on here on this one. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've completed my row, and I've done only 2 rows of these. So I'm going to cut my thread, tuck in my loose ends, and we're almost there. Okay, so now we're only going to work on 3, these 3 up top. So we're going to leave the first and the last motif out. Repeating the same thing as we've been doing. We're just decreasing on the motifs here. So coming on my second double crochet, skipping that first one as usual. So we're just repeating what we did. This time we're only going to work on 3 motifs. So make sure you're on the right side. 1, 2, 3. No, I better do it from the longest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're on row 13 and we have 12 double crochets. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you have to have 12 on one side, 12 on the other. We're going to work the 3 middle ones here, leaving the first and the last one out. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone. So this row 13, of course, we are counting from the longest point, not the short ones. I've done only one row. I'm going to cut my thread and tuck in my loose ends. So now I've cut my thread, I've tucked in the loose end. Now we're going to work on this middle one. So we're going to skip the first motif and the last one. I'm going to come in my second double crochet. Just repeating everything we've done. Now this one, we're going to work the back and forth for 2 rows. Now, if you want to leave it just at 1 row, you can. It's all up to you. If I have enough thread, I'm going to do the 2 rows. If not, then I'll have to leave it at 1 row. But on the blue one, I do have the 2 rows. So we're just repeating the motifs, increasing. Going to turn around and do 1 more row. So we're going to skip that first double crochet. We're not going to cut the thread because we're going to finalize all the way around with single, okay? Okay, everyone, so pretty much finished doing the last row. A piece of thread there, I don't know. Probably didn't tuck it in properly. Just hide it in after. Now, I don't have any more of this red to finish the single, but it's okay because since these are samples, I don't mind. But I'm going to use, this is a deeper red, so just to finish up my pattern, I'm going to use this deep red, okay? So I've turned it into the right side. And we're going to be doing singles all the way around. So I'm going to start right here up top. I'm on my right side of the pattern, so I'm going to do my single. Where we have the 2 chains here on the motif, I'm going to do 3 singles, okay? I have 2 and 3, and 1 per stitch, single per stitch all the way around. So on top of the double crochets from the previous row. So it's just going to give me a little bit of a darker shade at the edge, which is okay. Thought I would have had enough. All I needed was a little bit more, but what can I say? It happens. I've been using leftover thread, so that's okay. So 1 per stitch all the way to the very last one. On the last one, I'm going to do 1 chain, and I'm coming back in the same stitch. Now here on the sideways double crochet, I'm doing a single in the connection between double crochets, single, and again in the double crochet. If you feel that you have to do 2 singles because your stitch is wider, then go ahead, okay? And then 1 per stitch where we have that 1 chain space in between them. The motifs, we're doing a single. And then 1 per stitch. So as we're going from row to row, if you feel you need to do 2 singles on that sideways double crochet, then go ahead. If you can get away with 1, then that's fine. We don't want the pattern to pull, so if you have to put 2 singles, go ahead. And 1 per stitch again. Coming to the motif there on the 2 chain, we're doing 3 singles in the middle of the motif, okay, which is right here. 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 per stitch for double crochet, okay. Also, a suggestion for you, you can glue or stitch on these motifs for decoration, pillows, towels, tablecloths. It's up to you. Okay, so we're at the corner again, 1 chain coming back in and doing a single. And then on the sideways double crochet, single, where you can do 2 if you want to. And then I'm going to do it on that last double crochet that we don't work on, where that 1 chain is, 1 double crochet, 1 single, and then continue on. So I'm going to repeat that all the way to the middle of the 2 first ones that we worked on until the middle here. And then I'll come back to you here at the middle because we need to make that stem, the little stem here, okay? Okay, everyone, so I've reached the middle of those very first 2 that we left behind, right in the center, okay? And now, so I've done a single right on the center of that 1 chain, and now I'm going to do 14 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If you want your stem a little bit bigger, you can do more chains, okay? So now I'm going to do half double crochets. So I'm going to come into the 3rd one. 1, 2 on my 3rd one. I'm taking all 3 loops out. That's your half double crochet. So 1 per stitch. You want to do 16 chain to make it longer, go ahead. It's the same concept, nothing changes. And if you want your stem to be a little bit thicker, then you can do a double crochet instead of half double crochets. So 1 per stitch. Very simple and very cute. These makes perfect gifts. So I've done until my very last one. I'm going to come back in again on the same stitch with a single. And then 1 per stitch and continue all the way to the end as we've been doing. And then cut your thread and you're pretty much set. Don't forget your 3 singles in the center of the motif where your 2 chains are. And then 1 per stitch. And then again, inside of that 1 chain space, and then over the where it connects, coming in that last double crochet sideways. If you need to do 2 singles on a double crochet, feel free. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine until I've reached the end up here, and then I'll come back to you once I am finished. By the way, before I forget, so try to find my, oh, here it is. So I use a little bottle for, a lot of you know how I block my patterns. I have a little bit of water in and laundry softener. I pretty much spray and stretch it out. Now you can leave it drying once you stretch it on both sides, nice and damp. Smells good on top of that, which is perfect. And then, you know, once it's dry, you're ready to go nice and stretched and be nice and flat. I don't have time to wait for it to do the little video and display it and all that. So I like to spray, stretch it well on both sides, and light iron, steam iron over it. And if you have cornstarch, it's perfect for that. Or starch, the spray bottle, perfect for that too. Okay, so I'm going to do mine, and I'm going to block mine and iron it, and then come back to you. As you can see, it's a little bit wavy, you know, as you see it here. The blue one is already blocked. That's why you saw it nice and straight. And I will do the same thing for this one and come back to you at the end of it. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I pretty much finished. I've blocked it. I've sprayed it. I've light ironed it. Now, if I'm going to measure from the very top one, so it's 30 centimeters all the way before the stem here, 30 centimeters. And from the wideness on this one, 32. So 30 by 32. And I was not counting the stem, okay? So 30 centimeters, so it's about 36 with the stem. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. This is very fast and beautiful. Now imagine you make one in white, and it's just absolutely stunning. And like I said, it makes beautiful gifts. So sometimes you're stuck not knowing what to give to your friend, your family member, your mother, your sister, and so on. And so here we go. You got these beautiful little leaves. You could also make a beautiful centerpiece with it by either attaching the middle together, you know, just an idea. And you can attach it by here and have the first attachment there, and then go all the way around. And then you can do, you know, different colors and so on. Just suggestions, ideas for you. Sometimes, you know, you want to create something different and you're not sure. Well, here it is, right? So thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you in the next tutorial. God bless you. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. And share. Sharing is caring. I send you much love, much hugs. Please keep your prayers up for my family. I pray for you guys too, and yours, and the world itself needs it. Thank you. And thank you for your donations. Thank you for helping the women in need of thread. God bless you. And until next time, bye-bye, everyone.